McKenna Pettipier. And number 34, Adrian Okerbloom. We'll pause here for the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you please stand, face the flag, remove your hats, while two members of our Blue Central Vocal Choir, Jackson Roberts and Patty Eric, read our national anthem.
All right, just to leave you guys with a couple of stats here to kick things off. Harlan's leading scorers are Jocelyn Cheek. She averages just under 10 points a game. Claire Schmitz, Brecken Van Bali, Macy Leinen. Those are the main scorers for Harlan.
They seem to spread it around there, Coach Argo, a little bit. Got to be able to defend the whole court tonight.
Yeah, oh yeah, they all average right around 8 to 10 points, so that's solid by them. And the main scorers for Lewis Central will be Lucy Scott. She averages about 13 points a game. McKenna Pettipier around 12 points. And then a couple girls around 8, Keely Dirks and Adrian Okerbloom.
And once again, I think, keys for the Titans here is be able to capitalize on some scoring opportunities. And, they're in a great game at Indianola. Didn't shoot great, but had an opportunity against a ranked team there in Class 5A and be able to get some good shots up tonight.
So Dirks with the tip pass there. Harlan's able to corral the rebound, goes back up and gets first 2 points of the game. That's number 11, Claire Schmitz, with the first 2 points of this basketball game. So pretty solid defense for the Titans there. Just couldn't quite get the rebound there.
And I think the big matchup's going to be down the paint. They got a size advantage down there. We got to be able to rebound on the defensive end and not give them second opportunities.
So over to Pettipier. Pettipier gets it to the rim, gets it up off the glass, and in for two. Nice move by McKenna there. Last year she was just relied on to shoot, and now she can do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, a little senior leadership and taking on a new role as a senior, and has done a great job so far this year.
So it looks like Lewis Central's going to sit in a little zone here, Coach Camrad, just to give them a little different look, and it works out for them. Pettipier with the steal. She's got some trouble there, so she gets it to Ruzicka. She brings it up the court to Scott, over to Dirks in the corner, passes up the three, over to Ruzicka, to Pettipier, to Okerbloom. She passes up the three. Dirks over to Ruzicka, to Pettipier in the corner. That's what Pettipier's good at right there.
Yeah, she's down on the post. She got the post player that got to come out and defend her. That might be there all night if they don't expand that man-to-man defense they have.
So Lewis Central back in a zone here to try to keep the bigs from scoring. And Harlan hits a three. That's number 5, Jocelyn Cheek. Ruzicka bring the ball up, gets it to Scott, over to Okerbloom. Does a nice job of penetrating, gets in there a little bit, got in there amongst the trees there a little too far. So 25 brings the ball up the court for Harlan. That's Van Bali. Over to Hall. Hall to back to Van Bali. She shoots the three and cans it.
You see how they like to spread around. 3 different scorers here already in the game.
So Ruzicka over to Dirks. She's going to fire up a three. That one's just off the mark. Yep. So right now, Petitpier's got all five of Lewis Central's 5 points here. Harlan will bring the ball up the court. Looks like Hall over to Van Balle. Back to Van Balle. Van Balle over to Hall again. Gets it in the corner to Leinen. She's going to go ahead and fire it up just off the mark.
You hear Coach Hannafin yelling a little bit on the rotation, not quite being in there, getting some open shots.
There's Cheek again. Good rebound by Petitpier. Looks like they're going to get number 11, Claire Schmitz, for the foul.
Yeah, that corner three, they've had a couple open looks here early on. Going to have to be able to rotate a little bit better.
So we're just going to inbound to Dirks. Back to Rosichka. She'll bring the ball up the floor. Harlan's up 8-5 with about 5:10 to play here in the first quarter. Petitpier with the ball over to Scott. Scott with a really nice move to get Petitpier open. Just short on the
Really
three, but
good
she
move.
goes in and rebounds and gets it, and gets that swatted out of there. Van Balle brings the ball up the court. She's going to go with the pull-up and hit another three. Scott back to Dirks. Back to Petitpier. Over to Ruzicka. She's going to drive. Finds Dirks. Finds Petitpier open again. Just off the mark again. Oakbloom fights for the rebound. Can't quite get there. Schmitz has a little height advantage on her there. Petitpier's a little slow to the corner. Leinen with the rebound. Good defense by Okerbloom there. Really good rebound by Petitpier as well.
Pretty physical down in there. Harlan got some tall girls, but our girls were able to come out and get the ball there.
Scott has the ball in the corner. Dribbles, finds Petitpier in the corner. She's off the dribble, finds Ruzicka. Good ball fake. Over to Scott. Scott was looking to pull that up. Dirks has it on the outside. Ruzicka to Scott.
Really sagging on Petitpier again. Another shot.
Yeah, that'll start to fall for Petitpier here. She gets another open look. Van Balle's got the ball. Looks like they're in a 1-3-1 there. Over to Leinen. She skips it. Finds Hall. To the backside to Leinen. Looks like that was.
There's good rotation on the defense there by Ruzicka.
Yeah. So it looks like they're going to call that off for Ruzicka. So into the game. Looks like Smith and
Elam.
Yeah. Also, Caitlin Leinen comes in the game now, too, for Harlan. Looks like they're going to give an and one there to Claire Schmitz. So Harlan 13, Lewis Central 5, 3:20 left to play in the first quarter. Harlan shooting one on the back end of an and one here. She's off. No one boxes out the shooter, but she travels with the basketball. Hannafin let her know that she has the shooter on the box.
Yes, he did.
So Smith will Ruzicka bringing the ball up the court. Gets it over to Petitpier. Finds Dirks for an open three. Good rebound by Petitpier. Really good box out there on the offensive end. Ruzicka over to Smith. Smith to Elam. Elam to Dirks. To Petitpier. Great job.
Good take.
Yeah, that was smart by Petitpier. She missed the last 2 threes, so she did something different.
Yeah, and they're starting to close out a little bit more because she has shot it. And anytime that girl goes out there, got to go around her.
Yeah.
Great job by her.
She's got the speed advantage there. So looks like Lewis Central's going to stay in their zone. Finds Van Balle, who finds Schmitz.
And that's the matchup we talked about early on. It's going to be down that paint with their talls down there, and just got to do a great job being physical.
Petitpier to Elam. Elam does a good job of driving right around her. Kind of loses the ball there. Looks like they called it off Elam there. Right now, Lewis Central's doing a pretty good job of taking advantage of getting Schmitz out on the perimeter. Now he's got to finish.
and she's subbed out at this moment.
So Wicks with the ball. Over to Cheek, back to Wicks, back to Van Bali. That's Caitlin Linen with the shot. And Cheek with the rebound and put back. So Hannafin's going to get a timeout here. Smart timeout. You know, I would say it just comes down to boxing out for Lewis Central.
Yeah, you know, they've got second chance opportunities here in the first quarter, and just got to be able to capitalize on that and be a little bit more physical. And then on the offense end, just got to be able to convert some of these opportunities we get.
Yeah, the open looks have been there for sure. So after the first timeout here, it's Harlan 17, Lewis Central 7. About a minute 57 to play in the game. It'll be Lewis Central basketball coming out of the break.
Pretty clean game so far, too. We got one foul by each team, and letting them play a little bit down here and
yeah,
see what happens here in the remaining under 2 minutes here in the first period.
So Smith will give it back to Rosichka here. She'll bring the ball up the court. She's kind of taking on the point guard role for him. She finds Pettipier in the corner, set a little screen. Finds Scott. She finds Rosichka. Rosichka with an open look there, just can't put it down. That'll be Harlan basketball. Getting open looks. Looks like Lewis Central's going to put on a press here. Maybe try to speed the game up a little bit, Coach Camrad, since they got a little speed advantage.
Absolutely, and their leading scorer is currently out, so see if they can capitalize on this opportunity.
Trap it here. Now they got to get back because they got the press. But really good block there by Lucy Scott. Then they're going to call a pretty quick jump ball. Solid job getting back by Lucy Scott there as Harlan broke the press and getting Okerbloom there and getting the jump ball. So Rosichka will bring the ball up the court here to start the offense for Lewis Central. A little high screen here. Gets the ball to Pettipier in the corner. Over to Smith. She's open right at top of the key. And she cans that one to make it 17-10.
Press is still on here. Speed them up a little bit. Get the ball back in our hands.
Van Bali back to Linen. Over to Cheek. Van Bali's got the ball up top for Harlan. She gets the ball to Wicks, who kind of drops it there.
That's what you're looking for, just multiple opportunities here. And, you know, that was probably an unforced error. Really weren't pressing her, but multiple possessions.
Yeah, I know, and sometimes when you press people, they speed themselves up. You know, you don't have to get a steal all the time off the press. Just get them to speed up, and then they'll make a mistake right there.
Well, after that second turnover there, looks like Harlan's going to sub their starters back in. With a minute left here to go in the period.
Yeah, looks like they bring in another Schmitz, too, number 21. So Pettipier passes the open three. Scott, great penetration, finds Pettipier. She also chooses to penetrate. Gets it blocked, but that's all right because we'll get the ball back here underneath. So we got 37 seconds in the game. Harlan 17, Lewis Central 10. Lewis Central ball underneath. Finds Rosichka coming out of the baseline. Over to Smith, over to Pettipier. Finds Scott in the corner.
That's what you're
Just
looking
off.
for is
Yeah.
opportunity by Lucy Scott there.
One of your better shooters.
I think that might be her first shot of the game there.
I think it was too. So Harlan will have the ball up top. They're going to, looks like they're going to play for the last shot in the quarter here and play it out a little bit here. So you got Hall handling the basketball right now. It's like, yeah, a little carry there, a little pressure. Hannafin wanted a little pressure because he knew what they were trying to do and forced the turnover there. So it'll be Lewis Central basketball with 9 seconds to go. Dirks comes back in the game, as does, looks like, Elam's going to come back into the game. Harlan 17, Lewis Central 10. Harlan's going to put a little pressure on here as well, just to speed him up here towards the end of the first quarter. So Lewis Central struggles a little bit there. Dirks gets the basketball. She gets it over to Rosichka. There's 2 seconds left. Scott just chucks one up. Just kind of a heave there. So at the end of one, you got Harlan Cyclones 17, Lewis Central Titans 10. Really comes down to second chance points, I think.
Well, that's what it has been. You know, the offensive glass for Harlan, be able to convert and put the ball back up there and you know, get some of that game jitters out of the way here and get back into it.
The live stream of Lewis Central Winter Sports are brought to you all season long by...
Through these difficult times, Fouch Law will continue focusing on your family law needs because your family matters to us most. For more information, visit FouchLaw.com or call them at 712-828-4896.
Independent insurance agent by day, Lewis Central football coach by night. With average savings of $400 per client, the time is now to give Donnie Woods a call to make sure you are properly covered and receiving the best rates on your auto, home, and business insurance. Call or text Donnie today at 712-309-8782.
If you are looking to buy or sell your home, give Joe Clanton a call with Harlan Properties at 402-630-7176.
If you are looking for a quality driver's education program, please visit morebetterdriversed.com. Spots are filling quickly, so don't hesitate.
All righty, here we go. We're back in action. Looks like Van Bally has the ball. She gets it to Linen in the lane. Great defense by Ruzicka. Now you got to go get the basketball. Wick ends up getting that ball so it doesn't get stolen. Then she throws it away to Smith. Smith's going to be on a little, somewhat of a fast break. Gets it up to Scott. She wisely slows it down because there wasn't numbers there. Over to Ruzicka. Over to Dirks, yeah. She kind of lost the ball there. I don't know if she was trying to pass it too soon or.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure if she actually moved her feet or not. It looked like she was just bobbling the ball and didn't really move her feet. So.
Yeah, couldn't tell, but the official said she did. So Schmitz over to Schmitz. She goes.
Can't let her be wide open. She's hit 2 already here in the game, and
yeah. So Lewis Central basketball here, 17-10 still. Ruzicka brings the ball up the court. Kicks it over to Dirks, over to Pettipier. She finds Smith, over to Scott. Really good move inside the lane. The height
good
there.
Offensive rebound there.
Height got to her there. Pettipier gets it inside. Goes into Dirks, over to Smith, finds Scott. She finds Ruzicka at the top of the key. Over to Smith, who's open again, and
Great
she cans another one.
Good ball movement by the Titans right there.
Yeah, phenomenal ball movement. 17-13 now. Lewis Central's going to keep the press on. That looks like a travel right there. They don't call it, so it's not a travel, I guess. Van Bally has the ball. She throws it over Hall. Looks like a couple travels missed now. Hall throws it over to Van Bally. She goes back to Hall. Back to Van Bally. Over to Hall, over to Linen. Linen gets the 3.
Oh, got to come up with that rebound right there.
Got to do a little bit better job of boxing out.
They're letting it play down in the paint tonight. You know, we got 1 foul each side and been pretty physical basketball game.
Yeah, Lewis Central's got to get a little tougher here. We'll see what we come up with. Scott over to Pettipier. Nice move over to Scott. She's open for 3 and just rims out. We've couple rimmed out now. Linen brings the ball up over to Van Bally. She finds Hall up at the top. Hall finds Linen down there. She finds Smith wide open under the basket. You got to rotate back there if you're the top of the zone right there and help out your bigs down low. Smith over to Scott. Scott penetrates, finds Pettipier. Pettipier with a really good penetration and scores again.
She's done a great job of that tonight.
She has. Phenomenal job of that. So Hall looks like over to Van Bally to Linen. Linen finds Schmitz. She finds Schmitz. They find Hall and then over into Schmitz down low again. Not enough girls down low to help rebound. That's, they're kind of watching down there a little bit.
Yeah, they've had a lot of points down the paint. Second chance opportunities and just getting it down there.
So Smith with an open 3 just misses off again. Hall to Van Bally. Van Bally to Schmitz inside. Little jump ball there. That was a good play by Smith there to get her when she was dribbling.
Absolutely.
That post brings it down, and she's big. You better take the ball or try to. So checking into the game for Harlan is Cheek. And let's see, 23. Wicks. That'll be Wicks and Cheek for Harlan, both check into the game. And the other lineman. So Elam's got the ball over here on the wing to Pettipier, finds Ruzicka. She does a great job of penetrating and finding Okerbloom open
Great
for two.
look. Girls are doing a good job the last couple possessions down. Now we just got to play on the defensive end here.
Yep, got to get some stops. Looks like they're going to trap Hall in the corner there. Over to Wicks. Called timeout here by Harlan. So that'll be Harlan's first timeout of the half. Harlan 23, Lewis Central 17. There's 4:08 to play in the second quarter. Fouls are still 1-1.
Yeah. As far as a clean ball game here, and right now you got Pettipier leading the Titans on the offensive side, and you got Schmitz leading for Harlan. You see which direction both teams are willing to go here tonight with who's going to carry them here.
And you can also tell that Harlan's trying to pound it inside, obviously. You know, they're working around, and Lewis Central's done a good job with ball fakes on the outside and then getting to the hoop, found some girls underneath for easy buckets.
Absolutely.
So Lewis Central will have their same five coming out. Harlan will have their same five coming out. Lynan will take the ball out of bounds here. She'll get the ball into Hall. Looks like they're putting a little pressure on the basketball now. She gets the ball over to Wicks in the corner.
Oh, almost had a steal there.
Yeah, got in trouble there. She's calling a carry. Hannafin's been asking for that carry for a while here this game, and he got it right there. He got that call right there. So Pettipier will bring the ball up for the Titans. 3:55 to play here in the second, 23-17. Harlan. Elam gets the ball to Scott. Scott over to Ruzicka. Ruzicka to Pettipier. Pettipier thought about taking it to the hoop there. Over to Elam. She did a good job. Over to Scott. Really nice drive to the hoop. Looks like she got blocked. Then they call the foul there.
There we go. We got a little foul there. Good take by the freshman.
Yeah.
Get the defender to come flying out. Pump fake go by, and just got to be able to finish that. But not a bad. Got an opportunity here. Like to see Lucy get a couple more shots, you know. As good as she is from the three-point line, it'd be good to see her put some more up here in the first half.
So she hits the first free throw, 23-18 Harlan now, with 3:34 to play in the game on the second free throw coming up here. She puts that one in as well to make it 23-19.
As up and down it's been, you only got a 4-point ball game here.
Yeah. So Harlan will take the ball out. Lewis Central's going to keep that press on. It's kind of jump-start them a little bit. We're going to trap Hall in the corner there. Off. Looks like it was off Pettipier there, so it'll be Harlan basketball. So Lynan will take the ball out. You got Wicks and Cheek up top. Cheek will take the basketball.
I think you're going to look for Harlan, try to pound it down in the paint. And
Schmitz over to Hall. They find Lynan in the corner.
Great box out right there. That's what you're looking for if you're Coach Hannafin.
Yeah, you got to get those rebounds, and so no one's going to pick up Pettipier. She's going to drive it in, find Dirks wide open for a three. Dirks just off the mark. Get her a little fight for the basketball. Harlan comes up with it.
Now you got to get back. You're not able to press here. Got to get back and get set.
Cheek with the basketball, hits it over to Hall. Back over to Wicks.
Got to go. You're out in front here.
Dirks has numbers here. She's out in front of the pack. She's going to go up strong with it.
Nice.
And put it in. So 23-21 now, Harlan. Lewis Central on a little bit of a run here. They're going to keep the pressure on, keep things going here. Smith brings the ball up.
I think that's what you're looking for, too, if you're Coach Hannafin, is get the ball out of Schmidt's hands and don't let her get it down low.
Good save by Harlan. Okerbloom gets the ball. So that foul will be on Harlan. Looks like 23 maybe. We'll see what the official that'll be Cheek's second foul there, Coach Camrad. So that's that's a pretty big one for them. She's a solid player for him and a good ball handler.
If I recall right, I believe she's the leading scorer, but they mix it around a lot. But she is the leading scorer for the Cyclones.
Mm-hmm. So you have Dirks up with the basketball over to Elam. Elam goes off the bounce here, gets it inside. Really nice play there to Okerbloom, over to Smith. Find Dirks to Pettipier. See if she can take her off the dribble again. She gets it to Elam, over to Smith. Okerbloom. Pettipier finds Dirks. Hannafin wants a new play here, over to Pettipier. Finds Elam. Elam over to Dirks.
Harlan's playing pretty tight man-to-man defense here, not really giving us any great looks right now.
Nope. Elam finds Smith, over to Dirks.
Great job by our girls moving around.
Yeah, being patient. Good ball fake by Elam. Really good ball fake by Elam.
Oh,
She gets inside
nice
and puts
job.
it in. So the score's tied 23-23 with 1:24 to go in half. Lewis Central's keeping the press on here. They get it over to Leinen. Van Bale with the shot. Looked like over the back there, but they didn't call that. So Okerbloom with the foul there.
You just got yourself another offensive rebound there, and you just got to continue to work your tail off here for the last minute 13.
It'll be Macy Leinen going to the free throw line here. It's tie ball game at 23 right now. 1:13 left to play at half. So Leinen sinks the first one. Make it Harlan 24, Lewis Central 23. Here's the back end of the two shot. So you'll have Okerbloom out and Scott come in.
Looks like you got an offensive substitution here. Bring an offensive person in for a defensive player. And
Leinen will shoot the second. She makes that one. So it'll be Lewis Central basketball down 2 with 1:10 to play here in the half. Over to Smith. Looks like Harlan's not set up defensively and couldn't make him pay. Dirks with the rebound. Dirks just off on that 3 as well. So Wicks brings the ball up. She gets it over Van Bale. Over to Hall. Hall gets it to Wicks. Into Leinen. Oh, Lewis Central almost steals the basketball there. Back over to Leinen. Van Bale with the ball there, and there'll be a jump ball. Good job of getting your hands in there.
Yeah, a lot of cross-court passes right there.
So this jump ball will go to Harlan here, and it'll be under the hoop. And looks like Coach Hannafin will go to looks like a 2-3 zone here maybe. Harlan's going to try to get the ball up top. Van Bale, sorry. Van Bale to Leinen inside. Back to Van Bale. Gets the ball out to Hall. Right there, Scott's got to rotate down a little bit faster. Over to Scott. 15 seconds left. Scott does a great job of getting the ball to the hoop. Looks like she took one too many steps there. That's all right. So it's Harlan 27, Lewis Central 23. 12.9 seconds here before half. Lewis Central's going to keep the press on here. And Rosicka looks like she checks back into the ball game. So Leinen bringing the ball up. Oh. Good steal, really good steal by Smith. Good follow-up by Dirks there.
Had 2 great looks there. You got 1.1 seconds left, so this will probably, you're not really going to get a shot after this, so got an opportunity to cut this lead to 2 and going into half.
Yeah, these 2 big free throws here. Make it a 1-possession game here. Dirks just off the mark on the first one. So the second of 2 free throws coming up. Dirks doesn't get either one of them, so it'll be a 4-point game heading into halftime. Harlan 27, Lewis Central 23.
The live stream of Lewis Central Winter Sports are brought to you all season long by...
Through these difficult times, Fouch Law will continue focusing on your family law needs because your family matters to us most. For more information, visit FouchLaw.com or call them at 712-828-4896.
Independent insurance agent by day, Lewis Central football coach by night. With average savings of $400 per client, the time is now to give Donnie Woods a call to make sure you are properly covered and receiving the best rates on your auto, home, and business insurance. Call or text Donnie today at 712-309-8782.
Team Resold, your bridge to Iowa and Nebraska real estate. 2 LC alumni working together to help you with your next move. Kara's number, 402-216-6982. Rachel's number, 712-309-8577. Team Resold number is 402-979-6747. If you are looking to buy or sell your home, give Joe Clanton a call with Harlan Properties at 402-630-7176.
Iowa Western Community College. Go Reavers, go Titans. Visit iwcc.edu to schedule a tour or speak to an academic advisor.
If you are looking for a quality driver's education program, please visit morebetterdriversed.com. Spots are filling quickly, so don't hesitate to secure your spot.
Smith Davis Insurance, your local independent insurance agency and proud supporter of all Lewis Central athletics.
Worried about investments and retirement planning? Bracker Wealth Management is here to help. Securities and advisory services offered through Woodbury Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
If you'd like to help sponsor Titan Sports this winter, call the Activities Department at 712-366-8245.
The live stream of Lewis Central Winter
All right, Titan fans, welcome back to Lewis Central Fieldhouse, where we always bleed blue here. I'm with Justin Camrad. I'm Matt Argesinger. We're going to bring you the second half here. It's Harlan 27, Lewis Central 23. Everything resets here at halftime, and it will be Lewis Central basketball, it looks like, coming out of half.
And what you know about these girls is that they're going to compete. They're going to come out and battle. They've been behind to start the second half numerous times, come back last week against Indianola. They're down 15, came back, had an opportunity to win it. Against St. Albert earlier in the season, they were down by quite a bit and fought their way back. So these girls know how to compete a little bit and get themselves a victory here tonight.
So first thing they do is get Scott a shot open in the corner there. She's just off the mark. Harlan will bring the ball up here. Van Bali.
I think that's the shot you want, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to give her an opportunity to shoot the ball.
Absolutely. So they find Hall for three, and she's off the mark as well. So Ruzicka with the rebound. She's going to push it up to Scott. Nothing there. Smart by Scott to just pull that out. Pettipier with a good ball fake over to Dirks. Over to Ruzicka. To Scott. She finds Pettipier. Looks like she's open, and she's going to go ahead and pull the trigger. She's just off there. Couldn't tell who that was off of. They're going to call it off of Okerbloom there, I believe. So it'll be Harlan basketball. Lewis Central's gotten the two shots they wanted probably coming out of the break and just didn't put them down. So Harlan basketball. Yeah, there's a little walk there. Looks like they didn't have to pressure her that time.
No, you didn't have to, and that's what you want here. Now you got to capitalize if you're Lewis Central.
Yeah, you got to put one in here. Scott will take the ball out underneath for the Titans. Dirk's wide open in the corner. So is Ruzicka. She goes with Ruzicka, and she's just off the mark, but finds Scott. Does a nice job of using her dribble.
Good over to Dirks. Rebounds. Smart play by the freshman just to pull the ball back out and not force one up.
Right. Scott over to Pettipier. She uses the bounce. Looks like Harlan's gone into a zone here. She finds Dirks. Dirks with some good penetration over Ruzicka, then over to Pettipier. Had the shot, pass it up, actually pretty nice, and then gets the ball stolen from her by Van Bali. So Van Bali takes it to the hoop and puts it in. So it'll be Harlan 29, Lewis Central 23. Ruzicka gets the ball up quick to Scott. Back to Ruzicka. She finds Dirks. Throws the ball away to Leinen. So Leinen's going to go ahead and score two here.
That's not what you want coming out of the break there by Coach Hannafin.
No.
Two turnovers, and Harlan jumped into that zone and seemed to give us some fits here. So we'll see if they continue to stay in it here.
Yeah, they got two good shots early, and then they stopped doing what they were doing to get those good shots. So two turnovers gives Harlan 4 points here, and they double their lead here to make it 31-23. 6:18 left in the third. We'll see what that Lewis Central comes up here. Harlan's got into a 2-3 zone now away from the man-to-man defense there.
Well, I'm glad the governor has opened it up a little bit. We got a few more fans here now. That you can have households here in the gymnasium, which is nice.
Yeah, definitely about twice as many fans as the last game that I did there. So
yeah, I can almost barely hear you talk.
So here we go, Lewis Central basketball. Ruzicka's going to bring the ball up the court. Let's see what they come up with here. Looks like they're in a 2-3 zone, just a little ball pressure with it. Over to Dirks, over to Scott. Scott finds Ruzicka. She kicks it over to Pettipier.
Looks like they're almost dropped off into a man-to-man defense here now out of the break.
She finds Scott. Scott does a great job of penetrating. Can't quite put that one in. I think Leinen's height kind of bothered her right there.
Yeah, I think the way that the refs are letting this play, I think you just got to go up into it and expect to have some contact on your shots.
So Van Bali over to Cheek. She finds Leiden underneath. They try to find Schmidt, and a great defensive play by Adrian Okerbloom there.
Good rotation on the defensive side.
Yeah, really good. Scott will bring the ball up, finds Pettipier. Over to Dirks.
Lazy pass there.
Yeah, you can't be lazy with your passes because it's a zone, but they're coming out of it. So if you're lazy with your passes, you're going to get the ball stolen from you every single time.
Really, they've had 6 points scored here and really not contested due to the turnovers.
Yeah, been layups. So Scott with the basketball. She finds Pettipier. Pettipier goes off the bounce.
Just got to keep moving our feet and going to the basketball.
Another steal. Getting real lazy with the basketball. Hannafin's going to run out of bench here pretty soon. So Hall with the steal there, and she takes it all the way into the 10 there for an easy layup. Coach Hannafin's not very happy with his guards right now. You're just throwing the ball away.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. It's you got some opportunities early on those 2 shots, and then 8 straight points now here have been off steals and layups.
Yeah, you're not even making them go through an offense yet. The one time they had to go through an offense was a turnover.
Well, one thing I do know is that Coach Hannafin will rally these troops, and they'll get them going and get them refocused here.
One way to get those girls to stop jumping that is use a little ball fakes. Use some ball fakes there and see if Coach Hannafin can get something going here. And Petitpier's going to take the ball out. Be Lewis Central basketball. Looks like Smith and Elam both checked in the basketball game.
Got a 12-point lead here.
So Rajiska brings the ball up to court. Using a little screen game now on the top of that zone because they're kind of matching up. Really good take by Petitpier.
There you go. That's the thing I was talking about is you should expect some type of contact that's been played, and she did that right there, took it to the hoop, and got a foul out of it.
Yeah. I like what Hannafin did there by setting a screen at the top of the zone because they're being aggressive, so treat it like a man-to-man, set a screen, and get some penetration. So Petitpier will shoot the second of 2 free throws. Harlan 35, Lewis Central 23. Make it Harlan 35, Lewis Central 24. 4:43 left in the third quarter here. Lewis Central's going to go with the little 2-2-1 here just to put some pressure on them, just to make them think a little bit.
With that free throw there, the Titans are now 1 for 4 on the free throw line, cherry stripe.
Good hustle by Elam right there. Good hustle by Smith, too, to kind of cherry pick that ball there. And that's what Hannafin's looking for, I think.
Possession arrow will be to the Cyclones here.
So you'll bring in one line-in for the other line-in. And then it looks like they're bringing in Hall again. Or sorry, Wicks there. Wicks is coming back in. Van Balle with the basketball. Good by Okerbloom there. Looks like they're going to get Harlan for another foul. You heard Hannafin saying go there. He wanted that basketball stolen from the corner there.
Well, this is what you want here. You want pick up the defense and now get the girls start playing a little bit harder. Now you got on the offense end. Got to take care of the basketball.
Right. Rajiska brings the ball up the court. She finds Okerbloom there. It looks like Harlan's gone back to a man-to-man here. She gets the ball back to Rajiska. Over to Okerbloom. Okerbloom does a nice job of penetrating. Gets the ball to Elam. Looks like she was blocked there. I can't tell if she lost that basketball on the way up or what happened. But so Van Balle with the basketball.
Harlan's being pretty aggressive there on the defensive end. Like you said before, some ball fakes and some pump fakes are going to get them moving a little bit.
Another good defensive effort. Almost gets a steal there for Petitpier. Okerbloom over, take her in the corner.
Great job. Petitpier's playing great on both ends of the court right now.
Yeah, she's doing what she needs to do. Not everyone is going to score, and she's doing a good job of rebounding and doing what she's got to do to try to win a basketball game. Rajiska open for 3, just off the mark again. So Schmitz brings the ball up, gets it over to Van Balle. Van Balle over to Hall. She kind of loses the basketball. Got Rosicka down there.
What do you think about Petitpier here, too, is she was a guard all last year, and now she's down in the trenches, and she's battling on the defensive end, and then she's running around trying to get some open shots because she is a good three-point shooter. She's really putting in a lot of effort, and I don't think she's left the court tonight, Coach.
Not much. If she's left it, it's not for very long. And there's a lot to that of changing your game up from one year to the other year. I like that about her. So Dirks brings the basketball up, gets it over to Elam.
I think you're looking for some ball movement, some screens here.
Good job with the basketball. Gets it over to Scott, over to Smith, over to Dirks. Finds Elam. Good job of getting off the dribble and going up strong. Just gets blocked there by the taller Linen. So Dirks runs back. Scott with the defense.
We stop the ball here.
Ball goes to Wick. She finds Cheek.
No rotation on the defensive end for the Titans.
Wicks again there with the 3.
I'm not quite sure who's supposed to rotate out there, but no one was out there.
Nope. So Elam's over with the basketball. She finds Smith. Gets it over to Scott. Finds Petitpier for the open 3, and she cans it.
Again tonight.
So Harlan 38, Lewis Central 27 with 2:20 to play. Hall brings the ball up.
Trading baskets right now. We got to be able to get some stops.
That'll be off of Harlan, looks like, yeah. So it'll be Lewis Central basketball, 38-27. Harlan right now with 2:13 to play. Looks like Van Bally's going to come back in for the Cyclones. So Dirks is going to bring the ball up.
Got to stay in movement, I think, if you're the Titans. Keep moving around. And
Elam gets open for three. She's just off the mark.
It's a way to follow her own shot.
Yeah, great job. Scott smartly passes up that three. Back to Elam. She's going to take her off the dribble. Over to Pettipier. So Harlan will bring the basketball up. Be Van Bally. She's going to find Wicks, who finds Cheek in the corner. Over to Van Bally. Over to Linen outside. She's going to find Cheek.
Got to be able to rebound if you're the Titans here.
Yep. Pettipier comes away with that rebound.
Good defensive job right here, really, for the Cyclones. You know, outside of their turnovers in their early baskets, they really haven't done much offensively.
Nope. Travel right there. So it'll be Harlan basketball. Caitlin Linen will take the ball out. Looks like she'll inbound to Van Bally. Lewis Central's going to stay with a little press here. Got Cheek and Wicks at half court and Linen back deep. So they're going to get the ball to Cheek there. She gets it back to Van Bally. Some good pressure by Rajitska there. Going to find Linen, then she's going to find Linen. And she's going to can it. So Lewis Central basketball now, 41-27 Harlan. Over to Dirks. She finds Smith, finds Elam. Finds Scott. Finds Dirks, open for three, just off the mark. Be Harlan basketball. They're going to call a carry there, too, on Linen. She's gotten called for that a couple times, I think.
Well, if you're Titans with these 34 seconds here, you want to chip into this lead going into the fourth quarter.
So we're just going to take the basketball top. About 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Dirks takes her off the dribble, finds Scott open. She finds Smith open for a three. She's just off the mark, but Ruzicka does a great job of rebounding. Can't quite put that in. Harlan with the rebound over to Van Bally. There's 13 seconds left here in the third quarter. Timeout by Harlan. I think he took a timeout there so he wouldn't get a 5-second call and give Lewis Central back the basketball. So with just under 5 seconds left here in the third, Harlan 41, Lewis Central 27. Really got to get a stop here.
Yeah, you really want to pressure the inbound here and force them to throw it into the backcourt and try to get a little bit closer to get a shot here. Can't let them get it into the front court and get an easy shot here with 4 seconds.
So Lewis Central's going to go with Pettipier, Smith, Scott, Dirks, and Ruzicka coming out of the timeout to end the third here. Harlan's going to go with Linen, Cheek, Van Bally, and Wicks over there in the corner. So Van Bally's going to take the ball out. Cheek and Wicks are going to come to the ball.
They got it into the front court, which you didn't want.
Yep.
And easy basket there. That's a buzzer.
Hannafin can't be happy with that one. That's a pretty basic basketball play there that they just ran, just coming to the basketball and getting the ball and taking it to the hoop. It wasn't anything special, and Lewis Central couldn't quite defend it.
Well, what you got yourself here is down by 16 and really no fouls. A lot of fouls to give here, and Lewis Central was in a very similar situation last game, being down by 15 and started hitting some key shots there in the fourth quarter. So hopefully that can continue here and get back on track here for the Titans.
The live stream of Lewis Central Winter Sports are brought to you all season long by
Team Resold, your bridge to Iowa and Nebraska real estate. 2 LC alumni working together to help you with your next move. Kara's number 402-216-6982. Rachel's number 712-309-8577. Team Resold number is 402-979-6747.
Iowa Western Community College. Go Reavers, go Titans. Visit iwcc.edu to schedule a tour or speak to an academic advisor.
All right, so here we go to start the fourth quarter. It'll be Harlan basketball. Looks like Hall in the game here with the basketball. Lewis Central's going to man now, as we thought they probably would, Coach Camrad there.
Yeah, you got to do something a little bit different, and got to pressure them a little bit. And
solid defense by Okerblum there.
You don't see man-to-man from the Titans much, but
nope,
was effective is what you want out of it. You got to rebound and got the ball back in your hands.
Yep. Pettipier does a great job of getting her off the dribble there, and be a kick ball by Harlan, so it'll be Lewis Central basketball underneath. 43-27, just the start of the fourth quarter here. Finds Rajitska in the corner. She gets the ball to Dirks, right back to Scott here, open for a three, and she hammers it down. That's a big three-point play right there by Lucy Scott. Hopefully we can get her going.
Gonna need her and a couple others to get going and get some turnovers and stop them from scoring.
Yeah,
good pressure
really
defense.
Good trap right here. See if they can get anything out of it. Not quite. They get the ball in the Linus' hands. Over to Hall. She finds Cheek in the corner. Over to Van Bali. Don't want to leave her open for three, but it worked out that time.
You don't want to really be trading shots here at this point. You want to be able to pressure them a little bit and get down the court.
Finds Pettipier for three. Oh, that just goes in and out there. That would have been a huge three right there for the Titans. So 43-30, 6:48 left here in the fourth quarter. Looks like man-to-man still. Hall with the basketball. Not sure why no one's counting up top. Van Bali finds a three. Scott gets the rebound. She's got to beat Schmitz here. She finds Ruzicka. Nice take by Ruzicka, but kind of lost the basketball, lost the handle there. See if Scott can get in front and force her to turn the ball over. No, Harlan's going to get the fast break out of the steal there, and Lewis Central will have the basketball down 15 with 6:15 left to play. Finds Scott in the corner. She finds Ruzicka. Ruzicka with a really nice drive.
No foul, a lot of contact. Talked about that.
Great rebound by Okerblum. Another great rebound by Okerblum. Okerblum can play here in the
fourth quarter. Playing hard, yeah. You like to see that. She's always giving great effort.
Oh, yeah.
Down the paint and outsized many times, but plays hard.
Yeah, she's a tough player. So she'll shoot two here, 45-30. Just off the mark here. I'm not sure we've made too many free throws. I think we're about 2 for 8 maybe, 2 for 10.
I'm not quite sure on the statistics, but you got to be able to convert those here at this stage in the game to try to cut into this lead every time you get a chance.
Okerblum will shoot the second of 2 free throws here, down 45-30. And with another miss by Lewis Central from the line. Harlan with the rebound. Hall's going to bring up the ball. She's got Schmitz ahead of her. She chose not to make the safe play, and then Van Bali cans a three.
I think that's her third three of the night.
Yeah, she's made quite a few here. So Ruzicka with the basketball. She finds Pettipier open for three. She's just off the mark. Okerblum hustling again. Looked like she got a little bit of her wrist maybe, but great hustle.
Always is, and it's all right. That only gives you 1 foul, so you're good. You got to have those hustle plays. And
yeah, at this point, you might as well be physical as you can possibly be. There's no point in not being a little handsy at this point. Smits has the basketball up, gets it to Van Bali.
Got to tighten up the defense here on this end.
Van Bali over to Hall. She gets the ball to Linen. Looks like she bumped her a little bit there. Not sure who was on. Ruzicka maybe? Yeah, it looks like it's Ruzicka's second, which is no big deal at this point. So it'll be Linen at the line, shooting 2. She makes her free throw. Harlan 49, Lewis Central 35, 20 left to play in the game. Linen makes a second of 2.
Titans down 20 at this point. Got to start converting and getting to the basket. And find a way to get some stops.
Smith has the ball up top. Picks up her dribble. You don't want to pick up your dribble there. Okerbloom can't quite corral that one. She's going to get a jump ball, work a jump ball out of it, which is probably best case scenario for us right there. So it'll be Lewis Central basketball on the jump ball, 50-30, just over 5 minutes to play here in the fourth. So Elam checks into the game for Okerbloom. Probably to bring in a little bit more shooting here.
Yeah, you're going to get her on a post player, so you'll see if they'll extend that out to three-point line or where she's at.
Rajitska gets the ball in. She takes her off the dribble, gets it over to Elam. Elam does a nice job of taking off the dribble. Smith with the length there, gets the block on Elam. Cheek has the ball over to Van Bally. Van Bally gets it to Wicks. She finds Cheek. Finds Schmidt open for 3.
That's
Van
not
Bally.
where Schmitz has normally been shooting, was out there past that.
No.
line,
She's been inside all game. Elam finds Rajitska, who finds Scott. Scott with a really good ball fake and pull-up jumper just off the mark.
Titans just not able to get it into the basket here in the second half.
Yeah, and you're looking at some tired girls right now, I think. Solid defense there by Pettipier. Got 3 seconds on Schmidt. She just didn't quite get out of the lane, it looks like. So it'll be Lewis Central basketball here with 4:13 to play. Harlan up by 20. Linen and Hall both check into the game for Harlan.
You know, the Titans have lived by the three-pointer all year, and they've been pretty hot. And unfortunately, last 2 games, they just have struggled a little bit. And got about 4 minutes here to try to find some fire.
So Smith with the basketball. Throws a rocket into Pettipier. She can't quite handle that.
Not quite the fire I was talking about there. But
So it'll be Harlan basketball here. Lewis Central keeping the press on. Looks like a form of a man-to-man press here. Switching the screens there. See if they can force a turnover just like that one.
Great job by keeping the ball in bounds.
Van Bally over to Linen. Linen finds Cheek. Cheek to Hall. Hall over to Van Bally over here. She's their best ball handler. She finds Cheek open for a layup. So it'll be Lewis Central basketball, 52-30. 3:30 to play left in the game. Dirks with the basketball over to Smith. Smith finds Pettipier. Pettipier finds Dirks. Dirks over to Elam. She gets an open look just off the back of the rim. Linen with the rebound. She's going to get it to Van Bally. Van Bally gets it across half court, gets it to Hall. Hall over to Cheek. Cheek over to Linen.
Cyclone's not really looking to get to the basket right now. Looks like they just want to pass the ball around. And
yeah, they're just being smart here. Cheek with the basketball. Gets it to Linen. Linen over to Cheek. Looks like Linen's going to set a pick. Over to Van Bally. Van Bally doing a pretty good job of handling the ball here. She gets all the way to the hoop. Finds Linen. Over to Hall. Hall out to Cheek. 2:30 left to play in the game.
Coach called out the old Carolina. Looks like they're going to pull the ball out and play out there on the perimeter now.
So Hall's got the basketball. She gets by almost everybody. Finds it out to Linen over to Cheek. Cheek gets the ball to Van Bally. It's like a foul by Smith there finally.
If we're going to foul, we got a lot of them to give before we start shooting. So I think we're going to see a lot of passes here.
Yeah, it looks like Hampton was trying to get Shaw in the game is my guess. Looks like Hannafin's got seniors on the court then, Coach Camrad here.
Yeah, we got 5 seniors out
Yeah,
there.
there you go. That's what I think he was fouling just for that purpose. And so Cheek into and just throws it out. Hall wasn't quite looking there. Dirks with the steal. She goes all the way to Okerbloom. Okerbloom just misses the little 6-footer. Should be Harlan basketball here off of Dirks there. So Linen takes the ball out. Looks like Lewis Central's still going to keep the press on. She gets it to Hall. A little smart foul by Pettipier there just to not give her the free bucket there.
That last shot there is just resemblant to the rest of the game. Just can't seem to find the bottom of the net.
Yeah. So it'll be Harlan basketball here with 2 minutes to play. They throw it in over the top to Linen because they know they got size there. And she finds Wicks, gets back to Linen, over to Van Bally. Van Bally doing a good job of handling the basketball tonight. Over to Cheek. A little foul on Cheek there. 52-30 with 1:48 to play. If you remember, LC had 23 points at halftime. So 7 points now, and a quarter in 6 minutes is not going to get the job done. Linen does a nice job there of just getting to the basketball since Cheek just chucked it in. Good trap by Smith when she turned her back. Good hustle by Shaw to force the jump ball.
Field possession arrow stays with the Cyclones.
So it'll be Harlan basketball still. Linen's going to take it out. Looks like they're going to bring Hall back in the game. Yep, Hall comes in for Wicks. Assuming they'll get the ball in here to Van Bally, their best ball handler. Oh, got it into Cheek. She gets it to Linen. Back to Cheek. Over to Van Bally.
This point in the game becomes very difficult. No shot clock in basketball here in the state of Iowa.
Yep.
You're chasing people around for 3-4 minutes, and you
Yeah,
got a lot of fouls to give too.
Harlan's had the ball for 2.5 minutes, I believe, on this possession, which is a lot there. So Cheek over to Linen, over to Van Bally.
Next foul would force them at least to shoot free throws here.
Van Bally to Hall, over to Cheek. Back to Van Bally. Over to Hall. Hall to Cheek. To Van Bally. Out to Linen. Back to Cheek. Just over a minute to play now for Harlan Lewis Central here. 22-point game over to Hall. Hall to Van Bally.
We got
over to Cheek. Over to Hall. Back to Van Bally. She
moving
gets
on to about 3 minutes of this right here.
Van Bally has the basketball. She goes to Linen. Linen to Cheek. Cheek to Hall.
Coach, I'm impressed that you know all these girls' names as much as they're passing the ball. You've done a great job
I remember them now. I got them down now.
You got them down, yeah.
It only took me 4 quarters to figure it out, but 23 seconds left here, folks. 52-30. Harlan over Lewis Central.
Well, the only way Cyclones will probably get a score is if we foul them here, and that's force them to shoot free throws.
Yeah, looks like it's going to end 52-30 more than likely here. 7 seconds left. 4 seconds left. Now you can just hold the basketball there, and that'll run out the clock. So we got a final here from Lewis Central. Harlan 52, Lewis Central 30. And it just came down to making shots at the end of the day. We got open looks.
Had a lot of open looks early in the game, close at halftime, and just unfortunately second half we didn't get enough shots. Had a lot of turnovers early there in the second half, and just seemed to snowball a little bit.
Yep. Hard to win basketball games if you don't score more than the other team.